Hello, everybody. This is Achaia, Achaia, bringing you another shoutcast. And yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, I've posted this a couple places, but I got my own account. Check it out. Achaia.scbg stands for StarCraft Battlegrounds right there. That's going to be my clan tag, and all the people in the StarCraft Battlegrounds community with me are going to be joining me once StarCraft 2 is released. And I am going to be bringing you a couple of games here. The first game I want to do a shoutcast on is this Lost Temple map that I just played with one of my buddies. His gamer tag is 13. He was playing on our friend Averick's account tonight. So we were playing a little bit of 2v2. I'm of course doing my placement matches still because I just got my beta account today. So we're still working on that. Anyways, just to give you a quick layout of the map here, we're playing on Lost Temple. Up at the top, I've got the Teal Zerg here. This is me. And over on the left here, my buddy 13 is playing as the Purple Protoss under Averick's tag. Down at the bottom, we've got a Blue Zerg, which is going to be StFisher. Or I don't know if ST stands for something, like, I don't know, Street Fisher? Whatever. Anyways, and then we also got this red Protoss player over here. His name is rastymcnasty. Sounds like a name that one of my buddies from high school would have come up with, but you know, whatever, to each their own. Anyways, basically what I thought was pretty cool about this map, or at least this game that we played on this map, was I'm doing my little speedling rush, although I've refined it a little bit. Instead of going 10 pull, I now go 9 drones, then an overlord, then 2 more drones, so I get to 12, and then I build a pool, which is a little bit more typical for the StarCraft 1 types of builds. That gives me a stronger economy, so that when I do get to my Zerglings, I can crank more out in my initial wave, which usually gives me a bit more of an edge. Anyways, what I do is I go for the speedling attack, and then while I'm doing that, my partner here, 13, he is teching up to Void Rays. And the timing works out pretty perfectly, so I wanted to upload this video. I haven't watched it back yet, so I don't know if the teams that we were playing against were just that big of noobs, or if our strategy this game was just that elite. But anyways, we're shoutcasting it now so that we can find out. But anyways, you see that, wow, I say anyways an awful lot, don't I? I'll have to work on that because that's probably annoying to listen to in my videos. 13, though, he's doing a little bit of scouting on the Blue Zerg player right now, seeing that he's got that early gas and he's already got a spawning pool going. The natural assumption, especially with a Protoss player on the other team, is that he's going roaches, and I don't know if he actually scouts long enough to see the roach warren go down or not, but I know he is scouting this base for a while before the Zerg player actually does anything about it. The Protoss player throws down his initial gateway and a forge because for a little while I didn't catch that, but this overlord was sitting over the top of his base for a little bit, so I'm sure that was kind of a a threat to that he was going to throw up a cannon or something like that to actually take out the overlord if I didn't move it, because overlords are insanely slow at the beginning of the game. Anyways, going back to my tech tree here, I go double gas now, and what I do is I put 3 drones in each of the extractors to get the gas really quick, and then once I start the upgrade for the speed, I pull my drones off of one of the Vespene geysers back to my mineral patch. I didn't get the timing quite right on this particular game because I was a noob and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, but that's what I usually try to do. That way I can get the quick gas, because it's hard to come by initially off of just one geyser, since your guys only bring back 4 per trip now instead of 8. But I get 2 gas going, and then once I get to the 100, usually I quit once I get this upgrade started. But then I leave the other geyser full of 3 so that I can continue to get gas, so I can upgrade to layer and layer tech and things like that. Coming back to my partner here, he's got a couple of zealots blocking off his ramp here, and he's got a photon cannon going up to help him defend. The blue player, meanwhile, is massing up a decent amount of roaches and zergs. We do see he now has his roach warren tech, and he's got his queen out, spawning some extra larvae and starting to crank out those roaches. And again, roaches are very, very potent against early game Protoss, especially zealots and stalkers. So if you don't have something to counter them in the early game, it could be big trouble if you're a Protoss player. For Terran, it's relatively easy because Marines and Marauders counter them pretty well, especially the Marauders if you've got stim pack and everything, which later down the road when you get medevacs along with your stim pack, it becomes, you know, even more deadly. You can see red players moving out on the map now. He's got 4 zealots. I don't believe they attack just yet. I think they're getting ready to meet up right now to kind of combine forces so that they can make a push on the map. Yeah, so here comes blue. They're going to meet up here, and then they start moving out. I've got overlords in the middle here, so I can kind of spot if they come through the middle. And I think, let me go ahead and switch to my view here real quick. Yeah, I do see them coming through the middle, just barely there, with my overlords. So we know that they're coming for him. Fortunately for us, my buddy 13 is just finishing up his first Void Ray, and I am also, since I see them attacking, I'm going straight for the mineral line. And they have just sent everything that they have at my buddy 13. And as soon as they get there, see that he's got cannons on the ledge and a couple zealots. I mean, honestly, that force probably could have broken his barricade here, but they decided to back off. And they didn't even get back in time to save the Nexus. All of his workers are dead at this point, except for I think he snuck one out somewhere. Maybe not. But anyways, take out the Nexus here, and then at the same time, Void Ray's out, and he immediately goes for the Queen, because that's the only anti-air that the blue player has. What's his name again? StFisher. And yeah, Roaches, of course, don't attack air, and he does not have an evolution chamber, so he can't build any spore crawlers, and he does not have layer tech, so he can't build hydras. So that's the end of that for him, and as you can see, Red's base is already gone, and there's the GG. The game is over. 13 and I took that down pretty quick, and you know, that's the end of that. So that strategy, although maybe not always viable 100% of the time, worked out exceedingly well on this map, just given the tech patterns that they were going, and then also the quick speed rush from me to handle the ground, along with the heavy attacker from the Void Ray here, gave us the perfect combo here to take out our opponents relatively easy, considering how quick that was. So anyways, thanks for watching. I am going to hopefully be uploading much more videos over the coming weeks, all throughout beta and coming up into StarCraft 2, and hopefully even after that. So thanks for watching again. Recommend my my YouTube channel to as many people as you can. GG.